Is this on?
And then you took a big chunk of change to go join the competition. How'd that work out for you?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton. Okay.
I got nothing.
Oh boy!
You know, I guess
you looked excited.
I kind of primed it. How long was Netflix Raw this week?
2 hours and 32 minutes.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Sure.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess they went 2 hours over what they originally planned.
30 minutes.
Right.
2-minute runtime. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, certainly it's better than 3 hours. I mean, we have to deal with SmackDown being 3 hours for the next 6 months. Or 5 months, I guess. In June, it's going back to 2. So at least there's that.
Hallelujah.
Why did it even go to 3? Why would you even do that?
Right.
USA needed that extra. I guess USA has like a great show coming out in June. Maybe Chris Leno's Dix is coming back. I'm out of prison. Oh, what's that? I got 20 years. Uh-oh.
Guess what I learned in prison? Guess what class I taught in prison?
Exactly. Guess what I taught everyone.
I'm out of prison. Spoiler alert. I want to go back.
That used to be fun. It was like, that's the end of Raw. Now on to Chris Leno's Dix.
Right.
The gayest dad I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I turned on my bedroom TV
Oh, wow. Quit
Yes.
bragging.
yesterday.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what like show that they replaced Raw with. Like it had to be something, you know?
Yeah.
More episodes of SVU.
Of course.
That
Of
makes
course
sense.
it is.
Those are endless.
Right. USA is basically SVU channel.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Right.
Great episodes.
A lot
Great
of reruns.
episodes.
Never seen one.
Like Sunday, Carisi Marathon. Oh. He's a nice guy that doesn't finish last.
Sure doesn't.
What a mensch.
All right, so we have a big show. We've got SmackDown, we've got Raw, we've got breaking news, rumors, Mark Report, trivia,
Yeah.
fan questions, all that good stuff. We're on the road to the Royal Rumble.
The best
Yeah.
road of the year.
Right.
Absolutely. But first, we have to thank some new patrons.
Just some.
So thank you to Will, S. Bubs, and AJB, especially because he did a year sub. So,
JB.
A juicy butt.
yeah.
Hey, all right.
Look at
So
you.
go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. We've got over 700 bonus podcasts. You also get this show ad-free and before anyone else. You also get the weekly Monday Night War podcast. You get all the pay-per-views. We've got the Royal Rumble coming up in a couple weeks. Saturday night's main events coming up before that.
Yep.
You also get all the brackets. And this last week was the return of the AEW NXT podcast.
It's back.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
New
It went-
format.
Yeah,
format?
it went really well.
It did.
Josh and Eric together.
Yeah.
Forever.
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 Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts, how long they can get along. But
Sure.
it was a very good first show.
Will the AEW ruin us?
Yes.
It
No,
will.
it already is.
Absolutely,
It already
yeah.
has.
Yeah.
It was a long podcast. It was like a 2-hour podcast.
It was.
It was a
I
big
think
show.
we did like a lot of like bullshitting in the beginning.
We did.
Give me one thing that you learned from watching AEW, storyline wise, that you didn't know.
Eric? I don't
Is that where
remember.
Edge said something and like no one reacted? Was it that episode?
That's every week.
Is that every week? It comes out.
you
every,
mean- No,
That's
no, no.
every week
You
on
mean-
Collision.
yeah.
You mean Cope?
Cope.
Cope.
Sorry, I got to cope with him
Right.
changing his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop trying to make Cope a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he felt it's better than Adam. But no, MJF is going to be feuding with Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, so that's...
Because
Not
Jeff
great.
Jarrett signed a 1-year contract. It's his last ride.
Oh, no. Are they really promoting it like that?
He thinks he could get a world title shot.
They're literally copying the John Cena thing with Jeff Jarrett. It's the
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett farewell tour.
Yeah, right.
Ew, indeed.
Which one do I want to watch?
Right. So go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. If you are a patron, that means you get the main podcast, this podcast, like Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Then you get the Monday Night War podcast the next day.
Yeah.
Then the day after that, you get the AEW NXT podcast.
Yeah.
So 3 podcasts
Wednesday,
back to back.
Thursday, Friday, we're in your feed.
Exactly.
And then
All
Saturday
over you.
night, Sunday, there's a PLE.
Right.
We're all over your feed.
Absolutely.
in
Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. There you go.
Boom, boom,
Thank
boom.
you again to our new subscribers and to the ones that have always been there.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Of course.
All right. SmackDown opens with commentary.
Oh, of course.
We've got Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett.
And he's soaked.
They are the new permanent SmackDown team.
Yes.
Which is great because I was worried that Wade Barrett was going to be the odd man out, but it turns out the odd man out is Corey Graves.
Yeah.
And none was he too happy about it.
No, we're going to talk all about that later in breaking news. Yeah.
Interesting button.
Lot has happened. We record on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of shit has happened with Corey Graves
Right.
today.
You know, I was a little bummed seeing Wade Barrett on SmackDown because I'm like, oh, that means we won't get that like possible Wade Barrett versus Drew McIntyre, like Wade Barrett retirement
Seems
match.
like that's not happening after all.
right.
I don't know.
Unless Drew goes to SmackDown.
We'll see, but
Because
I don't think that's
trade
happening.
window.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Drew's
Right.
obviously
Yes,
involved with Punk and Seth and all that stuff.
Oh, he's
that's gonna be the case for a while.
Yeah.
But it was funny because last week watching NXT, I was like, oh, Corey Graves is there, I guess, just for one night.
right.
Wasn't just one night. No. And actually, it might just be one night, but we'll get to that in breaking news.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right, SmackDown really opens with an in-ring promo from Paul Heyman. They showed him arriving to the arena. He was drinking coffee, and then he just, like, tossed it randomly backstage.
What a fucking litter bug.
It's like, you're a face right now.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a baby face.
Right.
But, yeah, he brags about, Roman Reigns once again being the tribal chief since Roman isn't there to do it himself.
Well, of course not.
Yeah,
He's the chief again. He doesn't have to be there.
right.
Who knew as a face he would have the same amount of screen time?
Correct.
I know.
Crazy.
That's what's so funny is like Solo's there pretty much every week and he's the bad guy.
Yeah. Right.
But I guess maybe we might get a break of Solo for a few weeks since he lost the match. Obviously, he wasn't on SmackDown.
Right.
But yeah, Heyman then asks Cody Rhodes to come to the ring, and the American douchebag answers the call.
Purple pants.
Purple pants.
like you're the champ. You don't just like, oh, did someone call me? All right, I'm gonna go.
I'm coming, Daddy.
Yeah.
Are you
right.
my daddy? So Heyman tells Cody that Roman is entering the Royal Rumble because he wants to win his title back against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Because that's what we want. We want Roman Cody 3 at WrestleMania.
Of course.
They didn't even do that with Rock and Austin 3. It wasn't 3 years in a row.
No.
They at least split it apart,
Yeah. What was it? 15, 17, and 19?
Yeah, of course, Eric. Yep, you nailed it.
You fucking mark!
Come on, bro. That's ridiculous.
15 yeah, that is right because yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was impressive.
Thank
Every
you.
That was like
other year.
a beautiful mind with wrestling.
That's why he's here.
Right. A fucking idiot outside of this room.
So then Heyman does what everyone does when they're in the ring with Cody. And it's almost the point where it's like, Heyman, you're too good to do this.
Yeah.
Because everyone does it.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about? With a big smile on his face, which, I mean, Heyman's probably already done that to him a few times.
Probably. I mean, it almost seemed like Heyman was kind of like making fun of it.
him, yeah.
Well, of course.
I'd rather Heyman do it.
Well, of course, but that's what everyone does when they're in the ring with Cody.
Well, yeah.
They do that.
Right.
So before Cody could respond, we hear Kevin Owens from the crowd say, "You know what I want to talk about? Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse than you teaming with Roman, you went on Raw and shook hands with The Rock. Why? Because he kissed your ass and rubbed your ego the right way." Which, yeah, that's fine.
Accurate.
Kevin's too correct
Right,
about all
exactly.
of this.
Yeah,
It's like if you're not with Kevin, you're an asshole.
it's true.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Says, now you shake hands with Heyman, and he says Roman wants his title back. You should have left the bloodline to rip Roman Reigns to shreds, but you help him, and now look at what happens if you let Roman get that title back. You're hurting the entire company.
It's true.
So Cody goes into the crowd, and him and Kevin fight into the concourse, but we don't follow them.
Because Kevin was talking shit about his best friend, Roman Reigns.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Who I don't know if Cody remembers, but Cody is in Roman's way
In life.
in life.
In life.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I would rather have Roman have the belt than Cody. Oh, wow. Wouldn't be my first choice.
Sure.
But if anyone's better than Cody at this
He's
point.
above, like on the list, he's above Cody having the belt.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they fight in the concourse. We don't follow them. Instead, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga get in the ring, and T's attacking Heyman, but Jimmy Uso runs out and easily beats up Fatu and Tonga. Jimmy hits them with a chair, but Fatu no-sells it, even though he just sold a few kicks and punches. So
Yeah.
kicks and punches hurt him, but chairs
Fuck him.
hulk him up.
Aluminum chairs, maybe?
Aluminum.
Hamimenu?
Spell aluminum.
So Fatu runs over Jimmy, and then some random guy gets in the ring, and I was like, what wrestler is that? But it wasn't a wrestler. It was a referee, but he was wearing those new referee shirts that don't look anything like referee shirts. So I was like, I was very confused.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, it's the ref. Fatu.
Fan!
Yeah. Fatu super kicks the ref. Then cheerleader Kenny gets in the ring, and he eats a super kick.
Yep.
And then Cody comes back and throws Tama Tonga out of the ring, clotheslines Fatu out of the ring, and the bad guys retreat. Then backstage, security tells Fatu and Tama to leave. Tama does, but Fatu refuses, so LA Knight attacks and pushes Fatu through the door and shuts it closed.
Oh.
Because I got a title to win, yeah!
Yeah.
And this is going to really fuck me later by doing this.
I'm sure this is the last we see of them tonight.
Yeah, he threw them out the door, Andrew.
Yeah.
They're
Those
out.
doors lock on the way out.
Right.
Yeah, but they have 3 hours to get back in.
Never mind. I'll get in the stadium for 3 hours.
You can get arrested, make bail,
Yes.
come back to SmackDown and
Go
get
get
in.
some dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's true.
So next up, we've got Michin versus Chelsea Green. Yeah.
Yep.
For the Women's United States Championship.
The rematch that has everybody saying no.
No.
Thank you. No, thank
Nah.
You didn't like the long back attack where she twerked?
What the fuck? That's a move.
The long back attack.
That revs
she
up
has-
her ass. It
Look,
revs up her ass.
Look, it's not about the size of the ass, it's about the shape, right?
All right.
But she doesn't have a big ass. So calling it the long back, it's like it's a tiny butt.
Right.
It's nice, but
It's a
it's
short
tiny.
back.
It's a short back.
It just
Yeah.
falls down.
Right. Piper Niven interfered, so Michin hit her with a rolling senton off the apron. Michin went for a crossbody off the top rope, but Chelsea rolled through and won with a cheating roll up.
She had some tights.
Yes,
guess.
pulled her long back tights.
Ah, man.
And then after the match, Michin pulled on Chelsea's leg for some reason, like just was pulling on her leg.
Hey.
But then Piper attacked and laid her out with the,
Oh.
That's the name of it.
Yeah.
which is like, so this isn't over? Is that what you're telling me? Because like
It's over.
she fights Chelsea, and then she fights Piper, and then she fights Chelsea,
Ew.
and then she fights Piper.
Gross.
What?
Beat the
this has
champ
been going
and the
on.
champ's friend and the champ and the champ's friend to get a shot at the champ.
Well, she lost to the champ. That's it.
But
Yeah.
Joe.
That's it.
Joe.
What?
Who else is there?
Who else is there?
Yeah. Need a few women to come back. There's quite a few that can.
Yeah.
We got Becky, Charlotte, Alexa. I guess I could see Alexa returning and feuding for the U.S. title. 'cause
Becky,
who cares?
Charlotte, Alexa, Asuka.
Right. We don't know
Maybe
when Asuka's
AJ
ready,
Lee.
but yeah.
We've got all
That's-
these different.
That's
AJ
being
Lee is going to
hopeful.
return and feud for the U.S. title.
No.
But see, that's the problem. that's the problem with doing these mid-card belts for the women.
Right.
Now Chelsea Green's just defending against one woman for months.
Right.
So yeah, that's where we're at. It doesn't get better with SmackDown being 3 hours. We have heel tag team matches.
Yep.
With Los Garza versus Pretty Shitty.
This was. Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kit Wilson was yelling for DIY's help, but they no-showed. And then Electra Lopez distracted the ref while Santos Escobar knocked Elton Prince off the top rope, and then Los Garza hit their stupid double press slam for the win.
Boom. And advancing.
Well,
I guess. I don't know.
yeah, that's the
Advancing
thing.
into what?
They didn't call this a tournament, but essentially it's a 4 tag team tournament.
It is. So Los Garza is going to fight the winner of the other match.
Yeah.
And then
Which I
they
can't
fight
even-
DIY.
Right. Yeah. Well. All right. So next up, we've got LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. They brawled outside the ring a bit. Knight hit a superplex, but Nakamura kicked out.
Yeah.
Knight put Nakamura in a reverse Boston crab. Looked pretty weird, but
Yeah.
Nakamura grabbed the rope. Then Knight went for the BFT, but Nakamura countered with a back elbow. Nakamura hit the Kinshasa and went for the pin, but Knight got his foot on the rope.
Yeah.
So then Nakamura put Knight's head against an exposed turnbuckle and went for another Kinshasa, but Knight moved and hit a BFT. Then he's crawling to make the pin.
He's so hurt. He just hit a move.
Yeah.
But he's too tired.
He's gassed.
And then Fatu and Tama attack him for the DQ.
Yeah.
Fatu gives Knight 2 hip attacks. And then Cody and Jimmy run out and brawl with them. Cody and Jimmy throw them over the barricade into the crowd. Nick Aldis came out with officials, but Cody was like, no, don't send them home. Let's do this tonight. And Nick Aldis was like, and then made it official.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, you two versus you two? But 2 and 2. Okay, you got it.
So our
It's like, you're the GM, man.
so our third tag team match of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I give this match a
Exactly.
The match itself was good until all of
was all right,
the
yeah.
shenanigans.
But it's like, again, now we're going to have Knight and Nakamura again.
Again.
Just like Meechin and Chelsea. That's what happens when the show's 3 fucking hours. You know what happens when the show's 3 fucking hours?
Rematch after rematch
Right.
after rematch after rematch after rematch.
Yeah. This is not a rematch, but I didn't want to see it either. Motor City Machine Guns versus A Down Down Under.
Hey, these guys are coming back.
I did not.
Coming
did
and
not,
going.
Did not miss these guys.
No.
The Guns hit Skull and Bones on Theory for the win.
Yep.
DIY was watching backstage. They were very upset with the outcome. And then Pretty Shitty confronted them about not having their backs. But Ciampa's like, I already told you I'm not gay.
What the fuck?
No. I mean, that's the joke they're going with.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He's like, come on, I will scratch your back. And he's like, I don't want you scratching or coming on my back. Okay?
You scratch our back and we'll suck your dick. What's
Yeah.
the problem? It's even Steven.
Johnny's like, no.
No?
Ciampa? No. No? All right, so just me, guys. All right, 2 for 1. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, Johnny, I know my back is located on my cock.
So Gargano pretends they're cool. He's like, no, you guys are going to get your title match. Trust us, trust us. And DIY leaves, but then Apollo Crews walks up and tells Pretty Shitty, if you believe what they say, you're a couple of unitards.
I don't think he
That's
said
it.
that.
That's what he said.
Unitards?
Unitards, yeah.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
Face turn for Pretty Shitty?
I don't know.
Spoiler alert. They were faces this whole time.
Also,
No one
Also,
cares.
what is Apollo Crews doing? This is what he
exactly.
does. This is all he
Hey,
does.
I'm still here.
Hey, I'm looking for a new tag team partner that wants to eat with me at catering.
Yeah.
It's the worst mismatch of a cool name and a shitty wrestler.
Right. Sure.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
God, and he's
Right.
horrible.
It's like I'm looking for a new tag team partner to hold our spot while I go over to the catering line.
Meanwhile, Xavier Woods is like, you made me change my name?
Yeah. Right.
Like you got rid of him. You got rid of Corbin and kept him. Let's
Right.
flip that around.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anyways, next up, it's Tiffy time. Byron Saxton interviews the new WWE Women's Champion in the ring. He mentions Nia Jax bullying her, but Stratton says, Nia didn't bully me. I befriended her and got her to trust me. She thought I was a stupid blonde and, well, maybe. But who's stupid now? And then Nia comes out and says, you ungrateful little shit. But they cut the audio. She says, you'd be nothing without me. I made you. She gets in the ring and yells, Tiffy time? Time's up.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
it's
it?
that. So then Nia tells Stratton to just hand over the belt back, or she'll take it from her. And Stratton's like, well, I guess I'll take my chances.
Yeah. She's like, I will hit on you.
Yeah, I will all over you.
Yeah.
So Bayley comes out and she wants a title shot. And then Naomi and Bianca Belair come out and only Naomi wants a title shot.
Only Naomi.
Bianca Belair, who is by far the best wrestler in that ring
Yes.
in this segment, does not want a title shot.
She's like, I've had the title.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
I'm good.
But she has a belt.
Yeah.
Oh, but so does Naomi.
Yeah.
What a conundrum.
So Nia bashes Naomi and Bianca's heads together. Everyone fights. Stratton hits all four of them with the prettiest moonsault. And then Nick Aldis comes out and announces a fatal four-way match to determine a number one contender. And that match is right now.
And Bianca's like, you can't just do it a triple threat. I'm good.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, do I have to?
Right.
I don't want to take this L.
Yeah. This was actually surprisingly better. I thought this was going to suck, but there actually was some good spots in this match.
Well, I mean, Bailey's not bad. Bianca's good.
Yeah.
Right. Naomi twerked at Bailey, so that's 2 twerks.
2 twerks
for the night.
We're gonna have to do a
This
twerk
is
counter.
like the best we get in the year 2025.
Twerk.
Used to be bra and panties matches. Now the best we can hope for is a couple girls twerk.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right.
You know. Naomi went for a Hurricane Rana, but Nia countered with a power bomb, but Belair broke up the pin. Then Belair did the 10 count punch in the corner, but Nia gave her a sit down power bomb, but Bayley broke up that. Then Naomi and Belair powerbombed Nia as Nia gave Bayley a Samoan drop off the middle rope. Naomi gave Nia the split-legged moonsault, but she kicked out. Bayley hit Nia with the elbow drop, but Naomi broke up the pin. Then Belair hit Nia with the 450 splash off the top rope, but Bayley broke that up. And then all 3 women covered Nia at the same time, and the ref was like,
No.
you can't do that.
No.
Right.
You can't do it.
Yeah, that eliminates her. No, it doesn't.
No. Then Bayley hits Belair with Bayley to belly, but Naomi breaks it up. Naomi hits Bayley with the big butt blast, but Nia broke that up. She gives Naomi a Samoan drop. Belair set Bayley up. At least it wasn't everyone kicking out. There was a lot of pin breakups.
Exactly.
Belair then set up Bayley for the KOD, but Candice grabbed Belair's hair. Belair pulled her hair away and accidentally whipped Naomi in the process.
Oh no! And Naomi died.
Yeah.
From it.
Her hair, the end of her hair hits her.
Yeah.
It's like this.
On a covered area.
Right. Yeah.
Like on her tights. And she's like,
That was dumb. And the way she was setting up, like Blair was like, I see her now.
Yeah.
Right. It was so horribly timed.
Then Nia pulled Belair out of the ring, and Belair tackled Nia over the announce table, and then Bayley gave Naomi the rose plant for the win.
Weren't they best friends recently?
sure.
You
Well-
like how they announced her win? They're like, and new number one contender.
Yes.
They acted like she won a title with that
Right,
Yeah.
right.
announcement.
So Bayley versus Stratton for the belt this Friday. But yeah, obviously that's gonna,
Right.
nothing's gonna change. I could see a DQ there as well. Either way, there's gonna be some shit
Why
going on
make
there.
the mid card titles if you're gonna just put the main titles up for grabs on a random episode?
Because 3 hours.
Because 3 hours.
3 hours.
Joe.
Yeah.
So much
They can't.
time.
It's a long
they,
time.
They can't defend all the belts on every pay per view anymore because that would be like 20 belts. It's true. Like 20 matches.
What in
Can
the
you imagine
AEW
if they
is
still
happening?
did Night of Champions?
Wow.
Wow.
4
6-hour
They'd
show.
be like, it's
four
a
singles women's belts.
It's a 4-night pay-per-view. Night of Champions.
right, right.
Next up, we've got Cody and Jimmy versus Fatu and yeah. You know, that guy.
That guy.
Backstage before the match, Carmelo Hayes threatens Jimmy and says, Melo, don't miss. But Jimmy says, with all those bricks, you could build a damn house.
Okay, NBA Jam reference. Didn't they say that in NBA Jam?
yeah, I'm sure they do, but it's
Oh,
just
maybe.
an old,
Yeah, I know.
At one point in the match, Tama Tonga was headbutting Jimmy's neck.
Oh.
Did that hurt?
No.
That's really
I
Kinda-
guess he didn't do it hard.
Kind of turned up. Oh, something's hard enough.
Yeah. All right. Stop spreading your legs, Jenna Jameson. So Cody gave Tama
That's my leg.
a superplex. and Jimmy hit an Uso splash. And then Cody hit Fatu with a top rope Cody cutter, and then Jimmy hit him with a suicide dive.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Owens came out. So Cody bailed, and
He
then
said, later, bitch.
Cody's like, fuck this shit.
Biggest heel in the company, just based on his
By
actions.
far.
Just based
far.
on his actions.
Hey, you got this right? No? Oh, well. Sucks
Later.
to suck.
I'm leaving you with a werewolf.
only based
What?
only based on his actions, how he dresses, what he says, what he does.
Right.
Cody's
Cody's a perfect heel.
They're fighting to the back, and the ref's like, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
No DQ.
No
That's fine.
count out. No nothing.
The only two men to ever wear suits to the ring that much, especially like a 3-piece suit, Triple H when he was at the corporation,
Yes.
and Ric Flair, the biggest
Flair.
heel of all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Triple H wouldn't do he wouldn't do a tie.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
He'd be like, fuck the tie. I'm not
Ties
doing
aren't
that. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You fucking nerd.
So then Jimmy spears Tama, hits the Uso splash, but Fatu breaks it up. He hits Jimmy with an Impaler DDT and the moonsault for the win.
Boom.
And then Cody and KO come back out. They're brawling on top of some crates, but Cody tackles him and they crash through 2 tables.
Yeah.
And officials are kind of helping them as they end the show, and Kevin Owens is just on the ground, just trying to grab at Cody.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Right. It's good
But-
visual.
But yeah, executive producers Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting. Of
Sure.
course.
Sure.
Yeah.
As we now
can't-
they do that on Raw too.
Yeah. I can't wait till Cody comes out with a red, white, and blue fur coat, sunglasses. I'm a face. The fuck you are.
Right.
It's going to be interesting when we watch the Royal Rumble, because even though we know 100% Kevin Owens has no shot. That ladder match is probably going to be really good, and there's going to be a couple of moments where we mark out a little bit and be like, come on, huh? Just fucking grab it. You're right there. You're just pull it.
He's going to be touching it. Here's my prediction.
Yeah.
He's going to be touching it, and Cody's going to be all the way up the ramp.
Yeah.
Of course.
He'd be like, oh, look at him.
Right.
He's all the way over there.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I guess it's time for me to pull this down. Hey, and then Cody all of a sudden hits him. He's like,
Right.
wait, hey, he was right there.
Hey, Paul, I'm going to win this match, right? You'll touch titles.
You're all, touch titles.
Yeah.
Like
God.
a fucking cat playing with a toy.
We're going to be like, hold on. Cody's in the ramp. He's holding the title.
Yeah.
He's
How could this
handcuffed.
possibly go? Oh, wait. No.
So
He's handcuffed to the guardrail. He's double handcuffed. Even his feet they're cuffed to the guardrail. How is this gonna happen?
Yeah.
And then he just spits on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens falls off the ladder, goes through 4 tables.
20-foot ladder.
Oh, God!
the ladder's so tall, the title's like a foot down. He's like reaching
And then-
over the ladder. Like,
and then-
"Ah!"
Cody winks. He's like,
Pulls the key out of his mouth. Yeah.
Right.
you had it all along.
Right. What is this? The fucking Prestige?
KO's like, this is just like Roman Reigns all over again.
Right.
With the fucking handcuffs.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm hearing is we might have to use your movie room, and we might have to set up a camera for fucking reactions that we post on TikTok of us marking out and screaming at your
Just being pissed.
wall.
Well, we tried it for the Rumble, and it didn't quite work out when we thought MJF was coming out a couple years ago.
Well, I mean, the
God.
video worked out because we
Yeah.
fucking marked out.
We were pissed. Yeah.
That
But
was
that was fun. We
I was
should
so
do it.
angry at Joe for that. I was like, there's no fucking way. Joe's like, no.
Joe.
It's happening. I'm like, you fucking mark. And then sure enough, you fucking mark.
And
You
right,
fucking mark.
and then the countdown starts, and you're like, "Come on, MJF, you're right, Joe, it's happening."
And then it was Sami Zayn. It's like, you made us mad at Sami Zayn.
Right.
You made us
They've done
hate
that to
Sandy.
Sammy. They've done that to Rey Mysterio. They've done
You
it to
did that. There was no fucking inkling that it was going to be MJF.
Oh, there was Inkling.
No.
Oh, there was Inkling.
By you.
The dirt. Me and the dirt sheets.
The one you run.
It was
Yeah.
your dirt sheet.
Yeah.
You fucking mark dirt sheets.
Yeah. Hey,
I read it somewhere.
patent pending.
Yeah. Yeah, where'd
Right
you read
here,
it?
where I wrote it on this
You wrote it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of Smacketh Down.
That's a show.
Yes.
Raw opens with CM Punk.
Of course.
No
Good.
better way to open the show.
No fucking big 3-minute video package
Yeah.
with white sheets over the ring, and they got to fault.
Well,
No.
no Rock. He didn't come out and suck off the Netflix executives, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Easy, Rock.
Wow.
Rock, spit on it first. Thank you.
Clearly. He spat on that thing.
Yeah.
So Punk brags about beating Seth Rollins last week on the Netflix debut. He says, my dream is to win the Royal Rumble.
He's never won it, has he?
No. And he says, my dreams were always so scary that I couldn't see them. Does the John Cena taunt.
Yep.
And then he points again to where the WrestleMania sign will soon be. And he says, I see it. And then he says, John Cena, I see you. And I always have.
And I see that John Cena has declared himself for the Royal Rumble. But live and in living color, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that so have I. CM Punk 2025 is going to throw 29 other people over the top rope, whether they think that he can see them or not. And I'm going to raise my hand and I'm going to point to that sign, and you're going to hear my music, Cult of Personality, play my song. Burn it down!
Perfect. Amazing.
That's not his song.
Thanks, Pat.
That was great.
Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, Punk's very upset. Seth Rollins comes out. He's not dancing like he usually does because he's upset about the loss.
Right. Nice
And
little shiner.
as he's walking out and his music's playing, Punk still has the mic. And he's like, it's always someone I don't want it to be. Why can't it be Rhea Ripley interrupting me?
I know.
Right.
He was still talking through that. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So Seth says, I'm still here. If I didn't show up when times got hard, that wouldn't be me. That'd be you.
Oof.
But Punk says, but I'd still be the winner, right?
Right.
Seth says, I'd rather be the worst version of myself than any version of you. I've lost a lot of matches, man, but last week was the worst loss of my career. I underestimated you. I couldn't get the job done, and there's only one thing to seek redemption, and that's to take your WrestleMania dreams and flush them down the toilet. You're not going to win the Royal Rumble because I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
No, Seth. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Punk says, all I see is a guy who couldn't pin me and is taking the easy way out of trying to throw me over the top rope. That was a great line.
Yeah.
And then Drew McIntyre comes out and Punk thinks they're in collusion. He's like, yeah, which he might be right. He might be right. I still think it's going to happen. Drew says, just when I think you couldn't get any more disgusting, selfish, and self-serving, you go and top yourself. Punk says, last time I saw you, you were on your knees with tears in your eyes, blood all over my mat, and begging me for your life. Take one more step, and it's going to take a lot more than 15 staples to close your head.
Wow.
And Drew says, not everything revolves around you, Punk. I was talking to Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So great.
Excellent line.
Seth's like, all right, we'll come over here. I'll stomp your big head right into this mat. Drew says, you're both so alike. The only difference is Punk admits what a piece of crap he is.
Ooh.
Such a good line.
Punk says, I admit I'm the winner because I dragged your ass around Hell in a Cell. Drew tells Seth, you said we couldn't let Roman Reigns get back in power, yet you were nowhere to be seen during tribal combat. You're only worried about your own selfish agenda. And then you lost, and you're going to tell everybody that I told you so. It's pathetic. So Punk's like, all right, I'm done. Either one of you want to fight, let's go. Seth's up for it, but Drew declines and says Roman is playing chess while every other idiot is playing checkers. I got to get my hands on the title before he does. I'm always the reluctant hero, so I guess I'll see you two at the Royal Rumble. You're welcome. The Royal Rumble is stacked
Cena,
already.
Punk, Drew, Seth, Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't all be in the final three.
Let's hope so.
Final 8.
Yeah. No, seriously, like one of those guys. I think it's safe to say Punk's in the final four. I think
Yeah.
it's safe to say Roman is because he's fucking Roman.
Yeah.
He's Roman.
Yeah.
Right.
Cena.
Probably Cena. It's like Drew or Seth won't be in the final four, but they're in the match. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy because they're star power.
That
So-
is quite the
I'd
stacked
probably
Royal
say
Rumble.
Seth's the outside guy in that group. If I had to guess a four out
Sure.
of those five,
What if The Rock enters?
I don't think that's happening.
You fucking mark!
What if Stone
I didn't even
Cold
see you
enters?
move. Did that button just know?
Hogan, Flair.
You've
this is
got
gonna
it
be
trained
stacked.
for voice.
Right. I know.
You've got like a foot pedal for it.
I should.
You really should.
It's like, oh, that's the button you want to hit the most. Of course, that's the button I have to hit the most. When Marks say marky things, you have no choice.
Are you calling me Marky Mark?
Maybe. So backstage, Kathy Kelly tells Seth she heard that he got himself a match next week against Drew. And Seth says, yeah, well, I owe him one for WrestleMania anyway.
No.
And then Sami Zayn walks up and he's like, hey, man,
What the fuck was this?
I know that you lost to Punk.
Yeah.
And that was horrible. And if you need to talk, if you need someone to hug or fuck or both,
I meant both.
I'm here for you, man.
Yeah.
And Punk's like, you're helping Roman Reigns, you piece of shit. Yeah, you going to keep helping Roman or help yourself? Come on.
Oh my God.
Sammy's like, okay, man, Jesus.
All right, you should really chill out, man.
Ouch, baby.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Chad Gable versus the WWE in-ring debut of
Penta.
No Cero Miedo.
No
He's
fear.
just Penta.
No fear.
He's not Penta El Cero Miedo.
Right.
He's just Penta.
He's Penta's zero fear.
He's just Penta.
No.
His name is just Penta.
All right.
There's no else. He still says the El Cero Miedo.
Yeah.
But his name is just Penta.
Just Penta.
Yeah.
Just Penta.
I like the ring announcer saying weighing in at 87 kilos.
Right.
Sure.
Also, there was something really funny that happened Monday morning.
Yeah.
WWE Shop was posting on social media.
Right.
So was WWE.
Yeah.
Saying, Cero Miedo, Penta has a new t-shirt and replica mask. He didn't have a first t-shirt. We didn't even know Penta was official.
Well, we did.
We did.
On Raw last week,
knew.
we've known since, again,
We have.
even Michael Cole was
We
like,
have.
it's the worst kept secret, you know?
Right. So obviously someone scheduled those posts
Yeah.
and forgot to bump them up a day.
I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah.
They like to spoil shit now.
Right. I did like the worst kept secret in WWE.
Right.
You know.
Because it was.
It was.
Sometimes they do that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
Penta looks great coming out. His entrance is cool.
Yeah.
They showed his young daughter watching him in the front row with tears in her eyes because she's so happy she doesn't have to hug Tony Khan anymore.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hurts.
Right.
But like the rest of his family was there. They're all smiling and they're happy. The youngest daughter's crying. It's like that's the one that's going to follow in her father's footsteps.
There's already like pictures
sure.
of her like dressed
Yeah.
up with him. So I think
Right.
she's already on her way.
I mean, yeah, it seems that's the one that's the most emotional for sure.
Right.
It's like I want to do this too.
And I mean, now that your dad's there, I mean, that's an easy into the performance center.
for sure. Obviously, she's still very young, so she's still got a ways to go.
Sure.
But like AEW fans were like trying to be like, oh, so it's okay when AEW or it's okay when WWE fans cry, but not AEW. It's like that guy was 40 years old.
That was a fan
This is a 10-year-old girl, you stupid fuck.
seeing her father
Yeah.
accomplish his dream
Yeah.
of making it to the highest
Of leaving
company.
Tony Khan.
Yes.
Leaving the con. The con.
Yeah, the con.
So Penta tries to start the match by doing his Cero Miedo taunt, which is what he would always do in AEW, and the wrestler would just stand there like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But Chad Gable's like, I'm no fucking idiot, so he twists his hand.
was
That
great.
was like a great way of them being like, this is not going to work here.
Yes.
You can't do this here.
Right.
Right.
Like, we're actually having a competitive match.
We're not going to wait around for you to bullshit.
right.
Yes.
Right.
So Penta was a little rusty at first.
Yeah.
He tried bouncing off the bottom rope for a leg drop, but the WWE ropes ain't that bouncy.
Yeah.
So it didn't really work out. Gable gave Penta a German suplex on the apron. He worked on Penta's leg for a while. Penta dove over the top rope to hit Gable on the floor. Mm-hmm. So he's still very athletic, even
Yeah.
though he's up there in age. He's like around 40.
Oh, really?
Penta.
Yeah, Penta.
Yeah.
And then Penta did something that he never did in AEW.
Oh, what's that?
After he did the
Sold?
dive out of the ring, he didn't get right back up.
Yeah.
He sold the landing.
Wow.
He just kind of laid there for a while as the audience reacted.
Yeah.
Is 39.
39.
He'll be 40 in like 2 weeks, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Penta hit a Canadian destroyer, but I guess when he does it now, they're going to call it a Mexican destroyer.
Which sounds a little racist, but okay.
Well, it's a Mexican doing the move.
I
mean,
know,
it's
I
fine.
know.
It's a Mexican
But-
being destroyer.
But Gable sold the fuck out of that.
Yes.
That was incredible.
He did. Gable then put Penta in the ankle lock, but Penta escaped and did his arm breaker move that's called the sacrifice. And then Penta hit the Penta driver for the win, and Michael Cole yelled, "Welcome to the big time." And
Yeah.
Becky Lynch was like, "I'm sorry? What's that?"
Yeah, big time X.
Yeah. But it's funny because I guess he's not doing his usual finisher, which is the package pile driver. I guess
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's kind of Kevin Owens'
Owens'
thing now when he takes
Yeah.
someone out.
Yeah,
Because he can't be hitting the package pile driver and everyone, and they're not injured for a while.
Right,
that's
exactly.
true. Who was the only was Cole the only one who was repeatedly doing destroyers or Panama Sunrise?
Cole?
Or
Yeah.
Adam Cole
In NXT,
Because
yeah.
like no one's done it in the WWE really, huh? Not
Not
like
really.
the way they do it.
not the Panama Sunrise where you jump off the second row.
Right.
The
Well,
middle.
But like,
it's the same.
I mean, you'll see
The
a Canadian
destroyer.
destroyer every once in a while.
We
Yeah.
saw Andrade do it, and it was the same week when KO gave Orton the package pile driver.
And we're like,
So it was like,
kind of the same.
it's kind of the same.
In
Yeah.
fact, the destroyer looks a little bit more devastating.
A little bit. So Jackie Redmond interviews Penta after the match. He says, "This is my new home." He thanks the fans. He cut much of his promo in Spanish, but if you watched the replay, Netflix added subtitles.
Nice. Well,
So
they're
that
in
was
San
cool.
Diego. There's a large
San
Latin-
Jose,
San
right?
Jose.
San Jose, yeah.
Yeah, easy racist.
Yeah, a little
then-
different. That's like the northern part of the country and the southern part. Stop.
Jesus.
And then he says, "This is not only the Netflix new era, this is the Penta new era. El cero miedo."
Yeah.
He added new. I think they were, he probably shouldn't have added the word new.
Yeah, it's
Well,
The Netflix era, not the Netflix
I feel like he went
new
on for
era.
10 minutes. I'm like, this is long.
There's a couple minutes.
I know
yeah.
he's new, but like, I didn't realize he was
Yeah.
so decent on the mic.
Well, he never spoke in AEW.
yeah.
But it was like, oh, he actually knows certain English words?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
unfortunate they couldn't get Alex Abrahantes to go with him because he
Yeah.
was great when he would do the Penta says. Like
Right.
that was actually like one of the few enjoyable things in AEW was when he would do the Penta set. Like Penta would cut a promo in Spanish and then Penta says he would translate.
Right.
That was always great. But no, I saw that Alex Abrahantes on Twitter was like, "I'm happy for him and I miss him."
Yeah.
And a lot of like other AEW wrestlers were like, happy for him, obviously. So
Right. Because he got out of Tony Khan's grasp.
yeah.
Literally.
But that's another one where it was like in AEW, with the shit show that is,
Yeah.
like Penta's not really doing anything. First night in WWE, he already is looking like a big star.
Big star.
Right.
And Ray Phoenix is like, can I go in now?
Please.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Can I
But
go
Tony,
in now?
we've learned that Tony Khan is a petty little bitch, just like Vince McMahon.
Oh, for
Where
sure.
Vince is mad at a wrestler, and they're like, "Vince, just release me. Not only am I not gonna, Vince, you don't have to pay me. Just release me. Not only am I not gonna release you, I'm gonna pay you to sit at home
Yeah.
for 6 months."
6
Yeah.
years sometimes.
Right.
It's fucking crazy.
Right.
So backstage in the Judgment Day clubhouse,
Yeah.
we have more of Finn Balor and Liv Morgan being sarcastically nice to each other. Like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're going to win the title back, and I'm sure you're going to be Damian Priest." And it's like, you hate these people. You hate Damian Priest, and you all hate Rhea Ripley, and it seems like they're rooting for them now?
Yeah.
Liv is rooting for Damian Priest, and Balor is happy that Rhea Ripley won the belt back. Makes no fucking sense to anyone that says Judgment Day is actually a good stable. This is always how it's been. It has always sucked. Kill this group. Again, Rhea Ripley was the only one that was good, and she hasn't been with them for a while now.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, this place sucks.
They're teasing a breakup. It needs to end. It can't just be half of them break up and Judgment Day lives on. No, it needs to just completely fucking just die and
Yeah.
let Finn Balor be the fucking Finn Balor that we've always loved.
Right.
Finn's going to be revealed as the one who's been fucking Liv all along. And we're going to be like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? And they're just pretending to hate each other.
Yeah.
So then Dominic shows up with roses. He tells Liv it wasn't what it looked like because he was trying to get back with Ripley last week. I mean, that's a pretty simple explanation. I just didn't want her to kill me, so I was asking for a hug. But Liv says, Liv's like, oh, I'm not mad, but go get my bags and make sure the car's ready at the end of the night. And then she tosses the flowers to Carlito, and Carlito eats them because he doesn't, anything he holds, he just eats.
Yeah, he's like,
And I didn't like how they did the whole like wife fucking thing that everybody does. Like, she's not mad, and they're like,
Yeah. You're in the doghouse.
you've got a lot to learn, brother.
sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, they haven't talked in a week, right?
Right, yeah.
And also, get my bags.
Bitch.
For what? What did Liv do on Raw?
Yeah, nothing.
She was not seen for the rest of the show.
No.
What was
In
in
fact-
what was in this bag? The strap on for Dom?
Yeah.
Yes, this was probably filmed last week.
The strap. Bring
out
the 12-inch dick. Bring out the dildos.
It's like there's a strap on for Dom, and then there's a strap on for Liv that Raquel wears.
Should I get the lube?
No. Wieners get lube. Your blood will be enough.
Yeah, right.
Lube is for closers.
You have to win the match to get lube.
Lube on
you
a
haven't
pole
won.
match.
Where the lube's on a pole?
It's on my pole.
Come on.
Come get it.
He's like just Andrade's just standing on the top rope, and it's just lube hanging from his cock.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna grab. Whoop.
No, don't pull that hard. No. Oh, you can talk fast. Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right. Next up, we've got
Next up.
Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser.
Who wants to see this match again? Nobody!
This is what their best of 7,
Teen.
Damn right.
Best of 17.
and Sheamus has won them all.
He's won every one except like a DQ.
I can remember one where Kaiser won, but that's
yeah,
it.
right.
Braun Breaker was watching from the front row. Look at all the celebrities at Raw.
I know. Kaiser's trunks were so low. Like, I thought he was going to have a tip slip.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't notice, Eric. Joe, did you notice?
No.
No, you didn't. So only Eric noticed.
Cock.
We isn't Braun Breaker on this show? You know, I get the shows
Yes.
confused. He's on Raw.
Yes.
So why is he sitting in the stands? Hey, dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Get in the back. You work here.
Yeah, right.
You work here.
I could see you better.
Imagine you're in a Broadway show and you just show up in the crowd. Hey, it's a good show.
Yeah.
Get in the back. The fuck are you doing?
Right, right.
Oh, I just want to watch the show. You're on it.
Yep. This is what they do now. I mean, they did it with so many people. Kaiser ran around the ring, drop kicked Sheamus into the barricade. Sheamus hit white noise off the middle rope. Kaiser then grabbed the shillelagh, but Sheamus hit him with a pump knee and then the bro kick for the win.
Yep.
After the match, Sheamus got face-to-face with Breaker, but Breaker shoved him and the ref got in between them.
Those two are going to fight?
Yeah.
Fuck, fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again.
We haven't seen that in 5
Sheamus
minutes.
still hasn't won the IC title, even though he's been trying to win it for 2 fucking years.
No, they had their chance. They made a big deal about it. And they didn't give it to him. You don't replay that now.
And this
Or a
is
typical WWE doing something a year too fucking late.
Right. We're about to have WrestleMania 41. Remember at 39, it was Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus for the IC title?
No, right.
Jesus.
Yeah. But this is going to be a Saturday night's main event match, right?
It is.
That Saturday night main event is not looking very good
Yikes.
right now.
Yeah.
It's rematches.
Speaking of which, we've got an in-ring promo from Gunther.
Yeah, boy.
He says, everyone's fighting over some personal drama. Who's the head of the table? Who's the best in the world? Who cares? The only prize worth fighting for is the World Heavyweight Championship.
Uh-huh.
So Jey Uso comes out,
No.
yeets all over the crowd. He says, me and you, Saturday night's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther laughs and reminds Jey that he's already beaten him twice when he was the IC champ and calls him a really talented tag team wrestler.
Yeah.
He says, to you, main event is just a nickname.
Facts.
Facts. But to me, main event is where I belong. I'd stick to your yeet. Saturday night's main event is fine with me, but the choice is up to you. Gunther starts to leave, and Jey seems unsure of himself. But then Jay says, I was scared to do it alone, but I kept betting on myself.
And I
I'm
kept
gonna,
yeeting on myself.
And I kept, I'm going to beat your ass for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now let me hear you say, yeet. And they're like,
You have the Cole one on there?
no.
You don't?
Oh, the Cole
the
yeet?
Cole yeet? Because it's like, it sounds like Cole is yeeting.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna yeet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cole.
So this is also
Saturday night's main event.
all right.
Just 2 matches confirmed so far.
Sure.
I hope the other couple matches are better.
So can we take a quick break to fantasy book?
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So what if Jay beats Gunther
No.
No.
because
No.
of Goldberg interference?
This is hard to watch.
But
No.
Jay does exactly what he did with the IC title, becomes a transitional
A
champion.
trans what?
Transitional champion.
Trans
Okay.
champ.
Defends it in Elimination Chamber. Loses it to Drew.
Goldberg. Okay.
Loses it to Drew. Drew, Punk, and Seth fight for it at Mania.
There's a lot going on there.
There is.
I don't know if that's fantasy booking.
That's
or
that's fantasy. That's all
Mark-
big fantasy
Mark Hamilton over here.
for sure. But I mean, that would be an
And then
incredible
Gunther
main
just
event.
fights
Goldberg.
Goldberg at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and
that'd be a
he
horrible
just,
match.
He just kills him
For
for
nothing.
10 minutes. He retires him.
He just fights him for nothing. I don't
He
know.
just chops the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your idea, except for the fact that Jey Uso is champion for like a month. I don't like
Right.
that at all.
Well, I mean, at this point, like Gunther's right. Like if Jay doesn't win this, stop calling him main event.
Well,
Jey
it never
Uso.
should be called main event.
Like go back to your brother because it's done. The experiment's over.
I think
I
he is.
need-
He is going back.
I need a world title that can change hands, and neither one are that right
Sure.
now because of who the champ is.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm okay with this because you have Jay,
Right.
you have Drew, and then you have this great
And look,
WrestleMania match.
It's
Sure.
not the first time that Goldberg has cost an unlikely opponent a title match. You know, Goldberg speared Lesnar and Eddie won the title. No one thought Eddie was winning that match.
That would be insane to have Punk Seth at the end of the Rumble,
yeah.
like as another mini match between those two.
Right.
Punk wins, but Seth weasels his way in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Fuck.
It's a lot of possibilities for the Rumble.
It is.
It's funny because
Do they have a multiverse yet?
No.
We can go to the one where this is a thing.
Yeah.
we talked about how stacked the Rumble is, right?
Right, right.
Roman, Cena,
Yeah.
Punk, Drew, Seth.
Seth,
Really, any of them can win. Like you could see
For sure.
any of them winning
Sure.
and it making sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, even Roman.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
It's probably the
that's
favorite.
pretty cool. Where it's open. There's not a for sure winner.
Right.
Like the last couple of years, it
We've
was
known.
Cody. Like we know that.
Cody. We knew when Seth was gonna win. You know,
Yeah.
we knew when
Becky.
Drew was gonna win.
We didn't know that. We were
What?
so excited when Drew won in 2020.
I think we all picked Drew.
We hope.
He was the favorite for
Yeah.
sure.
Eric,
Yeah.
but if we went crazy when he won, just
Oh,
because,
absolutely.
Well,
If
yeah,
you're
we were
expecting
there.
it, you don't go that crazy.
Well, we
I
were
think it was
also
still-
there in person.
I know. And look, it was great.
And it was also one of the best Rumbles ever. I mean, it was. We got lucky
Returning
that it was
Hall of
such a
Famer.
great.
I think we're
Rumble.
still high on Edge's return.
Yeah, I mean, then just how it started with Brock killing everyone.
Oh my god.
The first 13 guys.
So
Yeah.
great.
All right, next up we've got Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
This match is bullshit.
Dakota's got new shitty music.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It was bad.
The week before, she still had the and now
And I
it's
was
just
like,
some,
oh, new music.
now it's just like shitty. Yeah, exactly. But it was like some like stupid party song.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Party pussy?
what?
Naomi.
Where's the party pussy? Who ate
Oh, it's right there.
all the party pussy?
Who ate?
Yeah. So Lyra gave Dakota a delayed suplex from the apron to the floor. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah. This was a good match.
It was.
Yeah.
Dakota went for go to kick, but Lyra blocked it with a sit down power bomb Dakota gave Lyra her version of the curb stomp and then hit go to kick, but Lyra rolled out of the ring because she's just so smart.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, Dakota's not winning.
But then why did Dakota put Lyra back in the ring?
Yes.
You could win by count out
Correct.
and
Can
win
you?
and win the belt. Yeah.
I guess.
Well, what do you mean?
Right.
Right.
Of course.
Sure.
There's no champion.
This is where
There's
we
no champ yet.
Yeah.
This is where we need
What
the-
does Lyra retain if she loses
right.
by
I don't
count
think
out?
she knew the rules.
Yeah.
Well, we give it to Lyra. Wait, can't win with the count out. Sorry.
Yeah. It's where we need the you dumb fuck button.
No, it's always just the babyface doesn't want. They don't want to win that way.
They
don't want to win that way.
They're both faces.
It's like you didn't do anything. Lyra rolled out of the ring herself.
Yeah.
Lyra did that.
Idiot.
So Dakota went for a kick, but Lyra moved and hit a zigzag of sorts.
Sorts.
And then the Nightwing for the win.
And new.
Yeah.
Give me
Inaugural.
my dollars.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
picked last.
All right.
On
Don't you
these
have to give him
Hey, there you go.
two?
Thank you. That's
You fucking piece of shit. You're such a fucking rat. Not only are you a fucking mark, you're a fucking filthy rat.
You gotta put Nicholson on there.
How-
Filthy rat.
How Italian are you, you piece of shit?
He's not.
He's
Italian's no rat.
Ricotta cheese, please. I'll have the ricotta. Can I have the, what was it? Which
You
was
sound like George Lopez
What was
talking
it?
like a white person.
pecan? I'll have the, what was it? What kind of regat was it?
Regat.
You schmuck.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
At the fucking cannoli place.
Oh, the cannoli.
What was it?
Regatts.
Yeah.
No, the flavor, I mean. It was like...
Pistachio?
Oh, right. Can I have the pistachio ricotta? Ricotta. Even the fucking chick in Philly was like, who the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Mozzarella. You have any mozzarella?
Yeah.
Right. The chick was like,
I lost my mind. I started yelling at him in front of the...
yeah.
Do you have any dollars left to give me?
Yes.
Okay.
I still have a couple.
Look at this. How the tide has turned.
Don't hold up that five as
I'm
if you
feeling
won
good.
it. But
Hey!
you did not win that five.
I traded $5 for that
Put that
five.
five away.
I traded 5 singles for that
Only
5.
show what you won and not what you just showed. Let me go get my wallet and I'll pull out $100. Look at all the money I won.
What are you talking about?
This was on the
I
table.
brought every dollar that's on the table.
Right.
I clearly have lost them all. at
But
some
in
point.
reality, it's like you've won $4. You didn't win $9. You brought that five with
I
you.
have $29 here. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've won a lot of bets.
I should have fucking cashed
You know what?
out.
You know what?
I should have cashed out.
Put the 20 on the table. Let's see how long it sticks around.
Yeah.
Wow, somewhere there's a $20 bet that could be made.
We're almost at lunch. Like, we gotta stop with these bets. We
I know.
can buy
Hey,
something
Joe's
with this.
got the next lunch. There you go.
Yeah.
Next pay-per-view meal.
There you go.
I could have had $6 more fucking dollars in my bank account. Damn it.
Or sitting next to you on the show that you'll never use.
Right. Yeah, of course. So yeah, Adam Pearce puts the belt around her waist, raises her arm. Then Lyra and Dakota have a big hug. And Lyra gets a bunch of pyro.
It's horse shit.
I mean,
I just figured they'd give it to a new name just because.
Well,
but to me, it was just she wasn't even on the show for so long.
right.
And she was a
on the-
jobber.
She wasn't on the show until they announced the tournament. They're like, guess who's coming back to be in this tournament?
This jobber's back.
Right. She's been partying with Party Pussy.
And also,
For months.
Joe picked her to be the queen of the ring, and that
Yeah.
didn't happen. So it
Sure.
was like,
Did I?
yeah.
Did we bet on that?
No, that was a scorecard thing.
Yeah, we did. You lost. You never paid up.
Hey, we're
Give it back. Give it back. So yeah, Lyra is the first IC champ, and
She'll
I
drop
guess
it quick.
I guess she's gonna feud with Dakota for the next few months because that's what they do with these mid card belts.
Yeah, sure.
Next up, we have Sami Zayn versus The Miz.
Oh, okay.
This match happened because of a backstage confrontation.
Yeah, sure.
Where backstage before the match, Karrion Kross tells The Miz that the Wyatt Six have been moved to TNA. So, oh, I'm sorry, SmackDown.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they'll have
Transfer
something.
portal.
I'm sure they'll have something great for them with 3 hours to kill.
I mean,
my God.
we haven't seen them
Why?
since like Nikki Cross, I think, fucked Scarlett. Like, she fucked the crazy
Yeah.
out of her.
Right.
That was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, what a waste this Wyatt 6 is.
Yeah.
A complete fucking waste. What are they going to do? Feud with Solo's bloodline?
Oof.
5 hours of television, and they can't find a slot
No.
for these guys.
Only Scarlett's slot
Yeah.
for Nikki Cross.
They found a slot.
Yeah, right.
So Sammy gets the win with the haluva kick and then the blue thunder bomb.
Yeah.
And that's
insight?
how it should be.
Correct.
What?
Should be. Yeah. No, I was going to say, have any insight on that?
No. I mean, it seemed like that's where he's going to go with it from now on.
Sure.
There's only been a few times where he's won with the blue thunder bomb, but that's a good combo.
It
Haluva
is.
kick into the blue thunder bomb.
Right.
And really, you know, he has 2 finishers. You could win with either one you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love the blue thunder bomb.
I do.
But for Sammy, it's kind of just like this was nothing. You know, I guess they don't have anything for him at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's just a random match with The Miz.
I mean, with how stacked the Rumble is, he might be a top 10 finisher.
Right.
You know?
If he's lucky.
Right.
Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Rhea Bloody Ripley. Mommy is back on top.
With your penis.
Yes. I got my penis back.
There it is.
Your happiness back? Your happiness back.
Your pettiness back.
Pettiness back? Yeah. But then Nia Jax comes out.
What? Wild card.
Yeah.
Transfer
portal window.
She just is up for every belt. She comes out on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I want that belt. And then on Raw, I want that belt.
Yeah.
Open windows.
Oh, she's on NXT saying, I want that belt.
I'm the only monster.
Monster.
Yeah.
Nia announces that she's going to win the Royal Rumble and take whatever title she wants. Bailey was in the crowd, and because she's like Braun Breaker, just watching the show, she's like, "What are you even doing here?" And then Bailey hops the barricade. Nia pretends
And
to
then
be
she
scared.
gets murdered by security.
She does the Scott Hall. She goes, "Ooh, BBL Bailey's coming for me."
Yeah.
And then Bailey says, "This might not be my show, but this is my city. So if you got something to say, go ahead and say it, you big dumb idiot." So Nia hits
Yeah,
Bailey.
wait. You big dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That's what you got.
That's the best you got.
You're on Netflix. There's a little bit more leeway, and you're still talking like a 5-year-old on a
She
playground.
always does idiot. Yeah, big dumb idiot. I don't know. Nia hits Bailey and then Ripley, but Bailey and Ripley knock Nia out of the ring. I guess they're being smart and saving Becky and Charlotte for the Rumble.
I guess.
Yeah.
They'll probably spoil it before the week before. At
Bailey
least one of them.
was eyeballing that title pretty hard.
She was,
Yeah.
but she's not getting anywhere near that.
Probably not.
I have something to play for you guys, but go ahead. Sorry.
No, I really hope that Joe's idea comes true where Becky and Charlotte both get eliminated.
Double flip.
Yeah.
Or, they tie at the end. And then they could either do the triple threat or do the or both be like, well, I guess I'll go to Raw, you go to SmackDown or something like that. I think I have what you have.
Oh, you have it?
And I'll play it because I'm connected
play it, yeah.
to the board. But this was during the commercial break.
Yeah,
where-
Gino sent it to me, our fan in the UK.
This was Bailey during the commercial break roasting Michael Cole. It was great. She gave us a new a soundbite, I think.
And I want you to know that this is my hometown, okay? So you better talk about me
McAfee.
very, very nicely.
Yeah, these poor people in San Jose.
That's not kind.
Let's say Michael Cole's an idiot on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Michael Cole's an idiot!
Yeah.
464 strong.
Thank you so much.
But she's
There
a
you
good
go.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
everyone
playful
hates
banner.
Michael Cole. I like watch the beginning where McAfee pushes Cole.
It's so good.
I want you to know that this is my hometown, okay? So you better talk about me very, very nicely.
yeah, you piece of shit.
Right.
And that aired, I guess, anywhere outside of America, right?
Sure.
That's what Gino said.
Oh, okay.
Because in the UK, they don't do commercials on Netflix.
Correct.
So they have to show this crap to fill
Only
the
North
airtime.
America.
Yeah. Fuck us, right?
They said it with pride. They were like, "Well, if you're not in North America, no commercials."
Boo. That sucks for you.
Yeah.
You have to keep watching the show.
I guess that just shows that just advertisements don't mean shit in the rest of the world.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
Netflix
guess.
is like, we would make not even that much money on ads that it doesn't even, there's no point to do it.
Yeah.
It's only like North America matters.
I guess so.
It's pretty nuts.
It's where we spend all
Thank
the
you.
money because
Yeah.
we're crazy. Pretty nuts.
You're welcome. So yeah, thank you for that, Bailey. It's a shame that like the best version of Bailey is the one that's not on TV,
Correct.
you know?
Yeah.
But for the main event, we've got Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight. At first, I was like, not this match again, but it actually turned out pretty damn good.
It was
Yeah.
good. A lot of
Yeah.
spots and
Right.
you know,
a lot of broken tables.
What are you gonna do?
Priest street fights seem to be his forte.
Yeah.
You know, you
That's all
don't
he's
really.
got.
That's really all he's got.
You got to go to the well every time.
Balor came out from the crowd to hit Priest from behind with a kendo stick. They fight in the crowd, and then Priest gave Balor a Falcon Arrow off some crates and through 2 tables. That was nuts.
That was good.
And then Balor's put on a stretcher, but Priest pushes the stretcher all the way back to the ring, and the
was
fucking
perfect.
stretcher hits the apron, and Balor just rolls right into the ring.
It was so
Great.
good.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Then Balor was about to give, Priest was about to give Balor the South of Heaven choke slam, but Carlito and JD McDonough attack him. Balor gave Priest a coup de grace, but Priest kicked out. And then the War Raiders run out and fight with JD and Carlito all the way to the back. And then Balor hits Priest with a sling blade, beats him with a chair. He sits Priest on a chair and put another chair around his neck and went for a drop kick, but Priest countered with South of Heaven, but Balor kicks out. And then outside the ring, Balor puts Priest through a table with a coup de grace off the apron.
That was good.
But then Priest picked up Balor and drove him through the barricade and gave him a razor's edge through another table.
Ouch.
And then Priest almost ruins it when he grabs Balor by the throat and says this.
Huh?
He's not his brother's keeper,
Who's his brother?
Balor.
Oh.
and he's not his keeper.
I'm not my brother's keeper.
Okay.
And then he hits the South of Heaven choke slam for the win. He should have grabbed him by the throat and went, "All guys!" And then choke slam.
I mean, that would
Yeah.
be better if he did all rise and then he lifts them up.
Yeah, it would have at least made more sense.
Anything's better than what he said.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not my brother's keeper. Also, it's your fault why I lost the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that means.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't, it was a stupid line, but the match itself was still really good.
Is this the end of Balor Priest?
Yes.
No.
No. Yes, it has to be.
No.
Yes.
You still have to get the diamond.
No, you don't. It's over.
If you have to
done.
get the demon if he's the good guy, but he's the bad
What
guy.
does Priest do at Mania?
Who gives a fuck?
He fights the demon.
Maybe.
Oh, come on.
Told you.
You're giving him too much credit.
I'll give you credit.
He fights Bad Bunny.
Did you listen?
Bad Bunny as the demon.
Yeah.
Demon versus El Demon.
Demon Bunny.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so that's all for Raw. On to awards.
Yeah.
Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had Nia Jax on Raw.
I had her on Raw.
I had Nia Jax on Raw.
That's a
as
sweep
well.
it.
Sweep it.
Yeah.
In leopard.
Ooh.
Leopard. Best dressed?
I had Dakota Kai.
Oh.
Her gear was kind of like a throwback to the gear that she wore, like,
In NXT.
yeah.
Dakota Kai's always hot for
I
sure.
had Tiffany
sure.
because if you squinted your eyes, she was naked. Because it's a very flesh colored outfit.
The flesh.
I had Ripley.
Yeah.
She just looks so great. I love her. Her entrance is so much better with the belt. Because, she does the stomp and then lifts the title up right in front of the camera.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, she practiced that for hours.
You see it, and I'm just like, I would just love to regal that title with her.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'd just like to regal her.
Well, yeah. Worst acting.
I had Cody Rhodes.
There's so many
There's so many.
choices this
Yeah.
week.
Nia Jax was awful. I'm just gonna
And
go
she was on 2 shows.
Double award winner.
I had pretty shitty.
Okay.
Yeah. Best acting.
This was a tough one, too.
KO was great. Punk was great. Drew was great.
Seth was good.
Seth was great.
It's still Punk for me.
I went Punk.
Sweep it.
Sweep it.
As great as they all are, it's still Punk.
Yes.
It's so refreshing that a babyface is cool for a fucking change.
Yeah.
Tell me, let's think about this for a second. Is there one other babyface in WWE right now that's cool? Okay, Rhea Ripley.
Punk, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley. No?
Cody Rhodes.
2 out of 3 were there.
And you can't say Seth because Seth is tweening. He's literally about to turn heel.
Yes.
What about Roman as a face?
Is he
kinda
even a
cool.
face?
I don't know what he is.
Sammy's not cool.
No, not
It's
like
okay.
this. He's okay.
No one's on the level of Punk as a babyface.
No.
Worst comment.
Michael Cole said,
Yeah.
if Jey Uso wins, they'll be yeeting all over the Riverwalk.
He did say that.
I hate you.
Fuck.
Cole.
The Riverwalk's already gross. It doesn't need yeet all over it.
Well, it's because
already has
there already is so much. Yeah.
So much heat. I'll go with that.
Piss and
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was mine.
Brother's
Okay,
keeper.
yeah.
Okay.
Joe?
Yeah, I'll go with Eric's. the
Eating.
yeet.
Yeah.
Best comment.
For you, the main event is a nickname. For me, it's the place where I belong.
I like that. I like Drew's. I wasn't talking to you like about Punk.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
Right.
Yeah, I had Drew doing the "You're welcome."
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna win the championship. You're welcome.
Right.
Worst match.
Me Chin versus Chelsea Green.
That is correct.
Sweep
Yep.
it.
Super slow mo.
I had Cody and Jimmy versus the Bloodline because it turned into Jimmy versus the Bloodline.
Fair enough.
I had pretty shitty versus Los Garza.
Okay.
I'm just so sick of Sheamus fighting Kaiser.
The
Gotcha.
worst.
So I went with that. Best
Yeah.
match.
Damian Priest?
Priest Balor.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
Street fight.
Look at there.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Worst move.
I had Michin twerking. Fuck off.
All right.
With your no ass.
Yeah.
I had
Carpenter's
Dakota.
dream. Flat as a board and easy to screw.
There you go.
Wow.
I had Dakota putting Lyra in the ring.
Yeah, that's horrible. I'm gonna go
Dumb
with that.
fuck.
All right. Best move.
Mexican Destroyer.
That was
mean-
good. I had the Falcon Arrow through the tables. I mean, and then shout out to Lyra's and Dakota's suplex.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
had the
yeah.
Falcon Arrow.
I think I had the Mexican Destroyer mainly because of how Gable sold it.
Sure.
Cody and KO spot wasn't bad either.
Yeah. Right.
But I think the Falcon
Yeah.
Arrow was better.
Falcon Arrow
Right.
was just insane. Worst moment.
Not man. Not on both shows.
That's bad. But for me, Jay challenging Gunther.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Because
God, this
Jay
is what
also
the
lost to Priest when Priest had the title.
Like, that might
all he
be
does
the
is
main
lose.
event of main event. Oh,
All I do is lose, no matter what.
The main event is starring Jay Main Event Uso, and he will lose the main event.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the worst for me.
So when he's in the main event, he loses them.
Yeah.
yeah. Best moment.
PSD.
PSD.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I had the same way. Punk, Seth, and Drew.
Yeah.
All announcing that they will be in the Royal Rumble. Holy fuck. Should we go, Eric? Should we go?
Let's fucking do it.
Where is it?
Indy.
Let's go.
Yeah, why not?
Indianapolis.
That's what a 12?
What'd we
13
say?
hour drive?
Yeah, not that long.
Yeah, we don't drive.
If we could find an inn, if we could find a way in,
Yeah.
that's. It looks like it's gonna be a really good pay per view.
Yeah.
Fucking ladder matches. The
let me see what I can do.
Rumbles. Yeah.
All right.
All right, that's all for awards. Now it's time for breaking news. So Corey Graves got demoted to NXT and publicly bitched about it on Twitter after Raw.
yeah.
He said, imagine chasing your dream, then being told, not deciding, that you're no longer physically able to pursue your dream. Then you dedicate your life to something dream adjacent and being pretty fucking awesome at it.
Okay.
I'm pretty fucking awesome, if you ask me. What about everyone else? Well, if you ask me. And then when it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, being told you're not famous enough for your own job, just in case you wondered where I've been. Like, you ruined it with your I'm pretty fucking awesome at it.
Yeah.
Don't suck yourself off, you stupid fuck.
Right.
You're not going to get any sympathy from anyone by sucking your own dick. And then Tuesday morning, Corey tweeted, I have a lot to say. Don't miss NXT tonight. So then Dave Meltzer tweeted, saying he thinks it's a work because he's promoting NXT. And then Corey's brother tweeted it's not a work. And then PW Insider reported Tuesday afternoon Corey was seen at the Orlando airport leaving the city. And again, we record this Tuesday night. Corey Graves was not on NXT tonight.
Wow.
At least as far as I saw, like he was not on at the start of the show. He was not part of the commentary team.
Wow.
So he might be fired or gone for this. I mean, what did you expect? He has to know. Like maybe he's trying to get fired, but it's like, hey Corey, what would you rather do, NXT or any AEW show? For a lot less money. Probably, unless Tony Khan's an idiot. But still, like, what would you rather do?
You don't think you think he's fired?
Well, I mean, you can't
Not
publicly bitch like that, right? Maybe suspended. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe just suspended. Like, dude, just go to NXT. They're trying to make it cool again, right? You're going to be a part of that.
It's
You're
like,
not
yeah,
as good as
Corey.
Wade Barrett. I'm sorry, you're not.
But it seemed like he was taking a shot at McAfee, saying you're told you're not famous enough.
Right.
It's like, well, yeah, you're not Pat McAfee.
It's true.
I'd rather watch Pat McAfee on commentary.
I would have taken
It's not
Corey.
fair, but
Yeah.
it's fact.
Like, I mean, look, with all respect to Corey Graves and his announcing, as far as a wrestler, you're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
Yeah,
I mean,
You
he
got
was-
pulled before you made it big.
yeah.
You know?
well, due to injury at least.
Well, right, but still. I mean,
I
they
would-
could have been like, yep, sucks to suck, see ya.
I would take Corey over Tessitore
That's what I was going to say.
doing play-by-play.
Sure.
Because when Corey did play-by-play for a little bit, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, he's actually good at this. Because
Right.
now he's not being... Because, again, when he's the color guy, he's like transfacial, where
He
he's-
doesn't commit.
Right.
He doesn't commit. But as the play-by-play, it works. And, like, we've seen Joe Tessitore is just a Michael Cole clone.
Yes.
He's a Michael Cole clone.
But I feel like that's what they wanted.
Of course that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's why Corey Graves
And,
has been demoted.
Since Corey Graves was a wrestler, he actually knows the moves and doesn't have to say up and down.
Yeah.
What a maneuver.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that was the problem. They just wanted him to be more like Cole, and he was like, I can't.
I can't fucking no.
So who did NXT tonight?
I
But
mean,
it's Booker T and Vic Joseph.
Vic Joseph.
yeah.
And then
So
we'll
Booker
see.
wasn't going to do it anymore?
No,
was
they were
Corey
going to have
supposed- No, no,
a
no, it was
three-man booth.
Three-man booth. Last week it was three-man booth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, it is nice to, now that we're watching NXT again, Booker just high on crack on commentary is always
So
fun.
good.
You know, he's like the John Madden of wrestling.
Yeah.
Check it, duck it, quack, quack.
I believe the winner of this match is going to be the person who gets the pin.
Also, this past Friday, Vince McMahon and the SEC agreed to a deal over Vince not disclosing his hush money payments.
Ooh.
The SEC said McMahon, without admitting or denying its findings, agreed to pay a $400,000 civil penalty and reimburse WWE $1.3 million, which is like, I don't know, a $50 bill for Vince.
Sure.
So Vince McMahon took to Twitter and said, "The case is closed. Today ends nearly 3 years of investigation by different governmental agencies. There's been a great deal of speculation about what exactly the government was investigating and what the outcome would be. As today's resolution shows, much of that speculation was misguided and misleading. In the end, there was never anything more to this than minor accounting errors with regard to some
Accounting errors.
personal payments, poop, shit, piss, that I made several years ago while I was the CEO of WWE. I'm thrilled that I can now put this all behind me. It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin!
Yeah.
I'm innocent!
I'm not in jail.
Yeah.
So that must mean I'm innocent. Like,
Yeah.
that's basically what he's saying.
Yes.
But
like you
like,
pay
it's funny
hush
how he
money.
says misleading. This is misleading because this really doesn't have anything to do with the case that Janelle Grant is still undergoing with him.
Yeah.
So Janelle Grant's attorney released a statement saying the SEC's charges prove that the NDA Vince McMahon coerced Miss Grant into signing violates the law, and therefore her case must be heard in court. While prosecutors for the Southern District of New York continue their criminal investigation, we look forward to bringing forward new evidence in our civil case. So there's still the criminal case and there's the civil case. And Janelle Grant's attorney is now saying we're about to release new evidence in the civil case.
Wow.
So if the poop, imagine if that was not even the biggest thing that they dropped.
I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
There's video
Right.
of Vince shitting on
Well,
her.
what about the rumors we heard?
Vince made me take it.
What about the rumors we heard that there were male wrestlers potentially eating Vince's shit?
I mean, this is a fucking Diddy party at this point.
I know.
Do it!
How bad do you want that title, John?
Do you want to win the Andre the Giant battle? Hold it up to you. And it's like, he's like, here comes John Cena.
You can't see me eating this shit.
He just takes it and just takes a big fucking bite of it.
Right.
How bad do you want to win the Andre the Giant battle royal? And they're like,
Nah, never mind.
I'm good.
I'm okay.
Right.
Pass on that.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for news. So on to rumors.
Vince McMahon gets kicked out for sex allegations?
that happened!
But then he returns and takes back the company?
He did that!
And then Vince sells the company but stays in power?
Jesus!
God. And then Vince dyes his hair black and has a stupid mustache?
Confirmed!
PW Insider says that there have been pitches in WWE to book Gunther versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
I'm okay with that.
Logan Paul has recently said he wants the World Heavyweight Championship, so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. But at this point, WrestleMania, there's endless possibilities.
Yeah.
Right now.
Logan Paul announces in a video package he's here full time.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him.
True.
Correct.
That is true. Well, at least he watched the show last week, right? He was in the crowd
He was in the crowd for a minute.
with all the celebrities.
I go now?
PW Insider reports that many wrestlers were upset because Penta and Gable's match went longer than initially planned, which led to other segments in the show being trimmed down for time.
Oh, so what happened to Penta the week before?
Sure.
I'm telling you right now, I think that he went too long on the microphone after.
Right, but they also don't have a hard out.
Yeah, but they still have to plan out their show and time it.
I
There's
get it.
still commercials.
Eric's right, though. They were 20 minutes shorter than last week. Why not just let it finish
30
the segments? Yeah.
Right.
Because again, they've been doing it all that way all along. There's still planned advertisements. Triple H is like, here's how long the show's going to be tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they still have to hit their mark. I think that's why the Sammy Miz match, especially, was very short.
Yeah.
Which honestly, thank God.
It
That's
needed
how it
to be.
should be.
Yeah.
Also, Bad Bunny recently told Rolling Stone that Backlash is heading to Mexico. However, PW Insider and Fightful are both saying that people within WWE told them that is not the case. But that's another show we could have potentially gone to.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico City is
No
not that
passport
far.
needed.
Well, yeah, if we drive, sure. Also, PW Insider reports that Jade Cargill has been training in the Performance Center for the past 2 weeks. So it looks like that was also another made-up injury for storyline purposes.
Surprise, surprise.
Another return. There you go.
Which I guess, you know, if the Belair Cargill match is happening, then Belair's got to be the one that beat her up, which
Of course.
again makes no sense because Belair was costing herself a title shot by doing that. But whatever.
Sure. Why not?
Also, Fightful reports that there will be only one show in Saudi Arabia this year, and it's expected to take place in June.
When it's 147 degrees.
So King and Queen of the Ring again, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But maybe it's only one show because they got the next year's Royal Rumble.
That would make sense.
We had to pay double for the Royal Rumble.
Double drum.
So we couldn't afford another thing.
We couldn't afford it. Wink, wink. Of course, we could fucking afford it. Also, PW Insider was told that Malachi Black is set to become a free agent in February or March. Black was another big fumble by AEW. Mm-hmm. He's barely been on the show since they signed him.
Right.
like many years ago. So back to WWE for him.
Hang out with his wife.
Maybe. I don't
Get
know
a
if he's a
decent
draw.
paycheck.
My wife,
You know, he might be a TNA guy now.
but my wife.
Nah, I don't know.
We'll see what happens. I mean, certainly that's where he was best.
Yeah.
Of course.
Was Aleister Black. He had a great entrance and all that. We'll
That's
see.
one guy who will go back to the old name when he returns.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Moxley would go back to Dean Ambrose.
I think he would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Money, money, money,
Unless
money.
unless that he makes it like, you know, this is the only way I'll return.
Sure.
And they're like, but we're paying you like $5 million.
Right.
You're going to be Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Also, PW Insider mentioned there's been talk of WWE bringing in Ric Flair for the Royal Rumble.
Stop.
I've got one more match.
To be in it?
No.
Oh, God. I was
But
like,
Rick's
he'll
probably
die.
like, one more match and I'm winning the title at the Royal Rumble. No, Rick, that would only happen 2 times. That's not the Royal Rumble.
Oh, Rick.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't know what he can do there.
That
Just
would
wave
be
and sell
he's
his-
30 and 28 and 29 are left in the ring.
Yeah.
And they knock each other out of the ring. And it's like, whoever comes out of that curtain is the #1 contender at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
But then he has a heart attack
What?
right before he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
And then Hulk Hogan's like, I got this, brother.
Yep.
No!
He punches him in the fucking eye. I
Maybe
know how to do
like
this.
maybe by bringing him to the Royal Rumble, they'll just give him like a Woo Energy station in the concourse, and he could try to sell Woo Energy.
There you go. And Woo Wings.
And like at the beginning of the night, it's like $10 for one, and then like at the end of the night, it's like 50 cents.
Yeah.
And then after the show, they're just giving it away.
Hey, good.
How much for a Woo Energy and some wood?
that's good. That'll work. Here you go.
And take as much as you want.
Take as much as you want, Woo. I got $9.
All right, that's all I've got for rumors. So I guess it's time for the Mark Report.
You fucking Mark! You fucking Mark!
Yeah.
Take it away.
So I don't have a lot on the Mark Report this week, but I will have more next week.
Not very marky Mark of you.
Because this Saturday or Sunday
Holy shit.
is TNA Genesis.
Yes.
Their pay-per-view.
Yes.
With Nick Nemeth versus Joe Hendry for the TNA title.
Hendry's got to win this, right?
And then show up at the Rumble with that title? Yes.
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 He's not coming to the Rumble.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. So I'll have some results for that next week.
Thank you.
You don't have to. Like, if you don't want, you don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, I will. Also, our good friend that we all love, Tompe Stock.
Pardon?
We don't even know who he is!
Yeah, we do.
Oh. Baron Corbin.
Yeah. His
Who are you?
his first match,
Tom Stock.
Tompe Stock,
What?
has been announced. He'll be wrestling at the People vs. GCW at the Hammerstein Ballroom, January 19th.
They can't give him his name.
Sure.
Like, why does WWE care?
Tom
If he just-
Pestock.
Tom Stock.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got the copyright for Corbin for the next
Yeah.
5 years.
I was seeing if you were going to say anything with me saying Tompe Stock.
Tom Stock.
Yeah.
And who's he fighting?
He's fighting Josh Barnett
We don't even know who he is!
in a blood sport match.
Wait,
Bloodsport.
that's Jim Neidhart.
Son
Sure.
of Jim Neidhart.
Timothy Thatcher? No. So yeah, he'll be GCW has guys like Cardona's there.
Sure,
The
that's
Bollywood Boys, Jinder
Stop.
Mahal.
Sure. It's big names.
Big names. The biggest.
Beefy Joe's bigger than those names.
Yes. Also,
I thought you didn't have much. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
if I don't have much, you're like, what the fuck? You have one job.
Yeah, but that was sarcastic.
Now I have stuff. You're
That
like,
was-
you have too much.
Yeah, but one. I was being sarcastic the other time.
I swear to God. Also, talking about Bad Bunny, he also said in that interview that he wants to do WWE again. He said, I want to put my life at risk in the ring. I felt like I
Please
didn't
do.
risk it enough in the ring, and I want to do it. I want to scare my mother, just like you guys did with Doomsday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the last. Mark
Nope,
report.
I got one more.
ever in the last.
I don't have much, guys. Just like 10 topics.
You did say that. This is the most you've ever done.
This is the
Sadly,
this is
it's
the
not.
fourth thing.
That's a lot. 4 things.
All right, come on. Let me hear it.
Also-
Let me hear it. This is huge. This is going to be the biggest one, right?
Well, there's a little bit of panic on the internet this weekend.
Oh God.
Because with the fires going on in LA in surrounding areas,
Very serious.
Melina was not responding to calls or texts.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
And so a lot of people were getting worried that like something may happen to her, but she did end up reaching out to someone, said that she is okay. So kind of crisis averted. But I think it was like a day after they posted, like, if anyone has any way to get a hold of her, please try to.
Yeah.
No one's heard from her. So
In other news, I haven't heard from. Matt Cardona hasn't tweeted in an hour. So I think he's dead. I think he's dead, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just going to report it right now. Matt
All right.
Cardona dead at 39 years old.
I'm just going to go
Unless
sleep.
he tweets. I don't know. If he tweets in the next 10 minutes, maybe he could be alive.
Did you hear what happened to Hogan?
What happened to Hogan?
No one heard. No one heard from Hogan for like an hour.
Oh, no.
And he was like, I was just taking a shit, brother.
Oh,
so then he started answering everybody. So they were like, he's okay.
Look, it's AJ Styles. Look. They don't want none.
Anyway, that was the last ever Mark report by Eric Hamilton. Good one. Sorely missed.
I fucking hate it here.
Coming back next week, Crazy Steve will be back on the show. The fans have spoken, Eric.
Joe, I will shank you in the neck as you're walking down the stairs. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Eric's like, I don't have that many things for the Mark report.
That's the one I was going to use.
Damn it.
Eric's like, I don't have that many things for the Mark report. Well, how many do you have? Oh, 22.
22!
Oh, it's good.
All right. All right, on the...
He had like 10 more. He's like,
All right, it's trivia time.
good
Can't
times.
fucking win.
Yeah.
Trivia time?
You want to do it or you want me to do it?
All right, I'll do it.
Jesus, how many fucking trivias you got?
Look,
We
I
have
don't have
7. Fuck off.
I don't really have much trivia. This is a 2-parter.
Okay.
It's a 17-parter.
Two-hander.
This isn't that difficult.
Okay.
I like it.
Who won the 2022 Royal Rumble?
Wait, which one?
The
Nice.
Royal Rumble.
That's easy.
Edge.
No. Edge won.
You can't even beat
21.
Joe, Eric.
22. Seth. No, it wasn't Seth. 20. Oh, last year was 24. So
Yeah.
it was. Oh, Cody. Who won before Cody? Come on.
I thought this would have been easier. This is hilarious.
This can't be that hard.
I was randomly, when you said you didn't have trivia, I was like, who won the Rumble before Cody? And then
So it's Drew, Edge, blank, Cody.
Drew Edge.
Yeah, didn't Edge win in 2021, the COVID one?
20, yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking for 22.
Remember, it was that horrible Rumble that Shane booked. And then it was so bad, Vince was like, you're fired!
Oh man, and he was in the
it-
final 4.
Was it Brock?
Yeah.
Won the Rumble.
Brock was number 30.
Like, I couldn't remember if Brock fought Lashley at that or if he won the run.
Yeah.
He fought Lashley like right after and won that title. The
Yeah.
WWE title, yeah.
And then who did Brock eliminate to win?
Well, Brock and Shane were 2 of the 4.
Bad Bunny was there.
Yeah, he was 5,
He was
right?
top.
Or
He was like in the top 4.
Yeah.
Or
Holy
top 5.
shit! So it's this other guy. Who did?
big name.
Gunther?
No.
Seth?
No, it was Drew.
Drew. Yeah. He got his Rumble revenge.
Yeah.
That's
on
right. Drew.
That was one of the worst Rumbles ever.
Yeah.
I
It
know.
was so bad.
Right.
I remember the story of Orton. Like, Orton was supposed to come out next, and then they hit, "Here comes the money!" And then Orton told Shane, "I'm not coming out to Here Comes the Money, so you better get out there."
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. All right, let's do some fan questions. I don't have that many fan questions, just like 40. Kimbo, Watching Shad Gable's thick ass getting bounced around the ring had me thinking, do you think he will ever get a decent push? A great wrestler and can do character work.
No, it came and went.
Exactly. He's never getting a big push. Yeah. Bill Capri, when is Cross going to fuck Miz?
Oh, he probably already has.
I still don't understand.
I don't know what's
Carrying
going on
Cross.
there. Yeah.
It's
And he
just
looks
so
every week.
weird.
He looks different.
Yeah.
It's now he's got
are you
weird
evil
long hair.
or you're just laughing that Sammy's never been world champion, but you've never been world champion?
Correct.
You've both been NXT champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. And Sammy's had more belts than you, like way more.
Yep.
Roman's wrist pump. Are they ever going to pay off Finn taking Liv's room key or any of this destroy them from the inside? Judgment Day is a waste of space at this point.
No.
Make it make sense, people.
They're not going to.
I mean, at some point it has to end, though, right? That's the silver lining.
Sure.
Maybe. Lil Donnie's choo-choo train. Maybe I mentally blocked it out without knowing it. I hope I'm not jinxing this, but not a single woman last night declared themselves in the Women's Royal Rumble. Did Triple H secretly cancel it? Rumor or confirmed?
They don't. They don't
No, Nia did.
confirm.
Nia's
she said on
in.
that.
Oh, really? Oh.
But is that it? It's just Nia right now.
Well,
right?
I mean, if you're a woman and you're a wrestler, it's kind of you're already in.
right? That's true.
Right.
You don't even have to say you're in.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Yeah. You want to keep your job? Amir, Michael Cole on Raw said Jey Uso could win his first ever singles title, but he won IC title less than 3 months ago.
Correct.
Couldn't say tragedy right during the Red Cross segment. Said Pat Patterson won the first ever IC title in 1999. You know, it's funny. I heard that, and I assumed that I heard it wrong. It was like, oh, he probably meant like 1969 or 1979. But this person also heard 99, so maybe he did say 99.
Wow.
Because I thought I heard him say 1999.
That makes sense.
What would
You know,
it really have been?
It's like
It's got to be
69.
like 69 or
79?
right? 7.
Nice.
69.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Let's see.
Pat
Patterson.
IC.
Intercontinental Championship. He won it in... Oh, no.
Hey Siri,
Looks like it was 80s.
when did Pat Patterson win the IC title in WWE?
First Intercontinental
1979,
All right.
79.
September of 79.
At the age of 78.
Well, he won the 24/7.
Yeah, I know.
24/7.
But a joke.
Yeah, AJB, who do you think the Wyatt should feud with on SmackDown? I mean, I mentioned the Bloodline. That's a possibility.
I mean,
because
there's no other like group.
well, Roman, I think we're done with the Bloodline versus Roman. We
Yeah.
have to be. It's WrestleMania. We're coming up on WrestleMania, so maybe
Right.
Wyatt's and Bloodline.
Ugh.
You betrayed your family. Blah. We're gonna haunt you now.
Right. I'm a werewolf. I'm a bird. I'm a pig.
Birds!
Yeah.
Pigs. What pigs?
Werewolves!
Werewolves.
Yeah, werewolves.
They're extinct, right? Yes.
Yeah. No.
Lil Donnie. I guess it's because I like thicker girls, but I thought Nia looked good on Raw. No.
We had to sweep it for that.
All right, Josh. S. Thorne, back in 2015, wrestling was awful enough for you to start this podcast. Do you think you would start this podcast based on today's product?
Sure.
I'll give you this. We definitely kicked things off in a bad year.
Yeah.
And then it was bad for years.
Right.
And they weren't really doing the right things. Has it gotten better in this Triple H era? Sure.
I mean,
But there's still plenty of bad. We talked about it today.
The way it started was, Joe and I we wanted to do a podcast. The one we did before didn't really work out. And then it was like, every week we call each other and talk about Raw.
Bitch and complain.
And we bitch about how bad it is. We might as well do a podcast so that everyone else we can air our grievances to the world.
Yes.
And that's how it
And
went. So.
30s and 40-year-olds everywhere were like, yes.
Yeah.
But the real question is, if we didn't start the podcast in 2015, would we still be watching wrestling?
No.
Probably not.
Well, we know Eric would. But no, I'm asking about Joe and I. I don't know.
I think we'd still be just kind of like, hey, did you see this week? Like we
Right.
were back then.
Because, again, I've taken breaks. I took breaks for a couple years at times. So, I don't know. I remember when Asuka lost to Charlotte, and I was like, I don't want to watch anymore. This pissed me off so much.
Right.
JT Pisani, what in the AEW fuck are we watching? Raw on Netflix, in my opinion, so far is terrible. Literally bust our nut 5 minutes into the show with Drew, Seth, and Punk to follow it with Penta taking the mic to declare his spot in the worst promo bracket, part 4. That's funny.
Wow.
I don't know if it was that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Mommy gets her title back finally. And do we bring out Charlotte, Becky, Hulk Hogan? Nope. We bring out the My Hole Monster. Tell him, Seth. Sure.
This is bullshit.
But also, we'd rather Becky and Charlotte just be Rumble surprises.
Yes.
I mean, and it wouldn't be a surprise, but it would still be cool that it's
Right.
like, okay,
Because
there's no mention of
you'll
them.
get one, and then if you get both, you're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yep.
You know,
And maybe even Alexa, who knows?
maybe
They could do a bunch of surprises, even AJ Lee, like we've been talking about.
maybe.
There's no way that all of those things are going to happen, though.
No.
Ethan, Pushfire Barry, bring back one old segment at least once a month. Walkie-talkies, conspiracies with Jesse the Mind, or meme review. Oh, that's an oldie.
Yeah,
Like
I would do
meme of the week.
Yeah, I would do conspiracy theories.
Yeah. But the thing about these things is you don't really like, if you do them too much, then they mean less.
Well, I mean,
so
if
you
you
got to
do-
do them
you can do it
sporadically.
once a
And
month.
it's not like, all right, now it's for the walkie-talkie segment, you know?
Right,
Like, that has to be natural.
That has to be spontaneous. But you could do conspiracy theories
Just like the-
bi-monthly.
Right. Just like the impressions, you know, it's like, it's not like, hey, now it's impression time, you know?
I mean, that's the show.
Right.
Triple H, has anyone noticed how Cody has been acting like a super heel lately?
Yes, but people still like to whoa. So I guess we're gonna keep this shit train moving for now.
Stupid.
Whoa. Hey, what goofy color pants can we get him next week?
Yeah, there you go.
Purple was a hit.
Was a hit.
Well, he thinks he's the fucking Hulk, so I don't know what to tell you.
Stephen Lawley, hey everybody, are you guys excited for the Saudi Arabia Women's Royal Rumble? This in Saudi, the rules are a little different. The losers sniped, and the winners get stoned and burned.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's right.
Wow.
That tracks.
That's right.
$5 Wrestling's #1 container. With all the top stars declaring for the Rumble, who do you think has the best odds of winning right now? I'm hoping for Punk, since he hasn't won it. But regardless, the Final Four should be good this year. I'm rooting for Punk, sure.
Right.
I'd pick Punk right this moment if I had to fill out a scorecard.
I would rather Punk win it than Cena and have Cena win an elimination chamber to become the contender.
It's funny because last week, Cena says, I'm declaring for the Rumble.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, I guess it's Cena. And then this week, it's Punk. I guess it's Punk.
Yeah.
And then next week, someone else is going to declare, oh, I guess it's going to be him.
Santos Escobar?
Yeah, I guess it's going to be Santos. Yeah.
Damian Priest, done.
Damian Priest. I'm going to throw out all guys.
Oh, guys. That'd be, makes sense.
Yeah. Alex, who do you think the Wyatt Six? Oh, that's another who they should feud with. S-Bubs, Penta gets to WWE and his first match is all about selling. Coincidence?
No.
That's true. Gable dominated most of that match.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, I thought his debut was awesome as a Spanish speaker. Love that he got to talk in his own language for the post-match promo, and I felt like it really hit for the fans in the building, too. It certainly did.
Absolutely.
They certainly loved it.
Yeah.
Long Dong Silver. How would you book Cody when he eventually drops the title? I'd hand him a few... His
pink slip.
Yeah. His leaving
Now
papers.
you're going to go for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, you have a phone call from Tony Khan? Yeah.
No, turn him heel. Just turn him heel. See what he
Well,
does.
that's the right answer, of course. Joe Bugden. Birds! I'm currently in November of 2021 for the podcast. Can I have a Mace impersonation? Lions.
That's so funny that you did that, and then that was the question.
Right.
I just saw it.
Josh's real girlfriend, and it's Goldust. Is it me or does, and then he spelled does wrong because it's Josh. Does Obafemi look like a jacked up version of Kofi? That's racist.
Wow.
But yes.
Stiffy time. Pushfire Barry, shocking Rumble returns. Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole.
Push. Thanks, guys. Push Adam Cole.
I'd push Ambrose.
Barry Bryan, fire Ambrose.
I would fire Edge.
I would push Ambrose as well, because who needs saving the most? John Moxley needs to be saved from himself.
He's got 10 more years of wrestling. Edge doesn't. And Daniel Bryan, I think, is retired again.
He's
Cole,
the champ.
Huh? Oh, it was Adam Cole?
Adam Cole, not Edge.
Oh, I thought it was
But
Adam
I would still say Ambrose, because he needs to be saved from himself.
Well,
he's
bury
doing some
Cole
of the worst shit.
Yep.
Yeah, fire Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
The Rizzler, Penta is a beauty on the mic. I'm already giddy at the potential sound bites. Luckily, he doesn't know how shut the fuck up on the mic. I just love I just love when I gotta turn on the caption. Oh, I think maybe he's doing Penta there. I don't know. Can't tell. Or it's just Josh English. Danny Sands, Pushfire Barry, tag team names for the inevitable team up of Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus.
Yep. Oh, no.
European mediocrity. Brogue Dicks.
There it is.
Ludmus Shazer.
Yep. I like it.
Yeah.
Brogue Dicks for sure. David Schrank. Pushfire Barry, Jets head coach edition.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ben Johnson.
This is for me, right?
Ben Johnson, Ron Rivera, Deion Sanders, Go Birds. I don't want any of them.
I'd probably take
put Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson over Ron Rivera. Who knows? They all suck.
Ron Rivera's, I don't know.
Deion doesn't seem like he's a good head coach.
At this point, no, of course. Oh my God. He met with Jerry Jones.
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn is my number one.
Guy.
Is my number one choice.
I'd still take Rex over Aaron Glenn, but it sounds like that's not happening.
Right. We really wanted Vrabel, but he was just using the Jets to go to New England. Piece of shit. JTP, I was underwhelmed by Penta. Was he just nervous? Or is he going to struggle to adjust to WWE? I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but obviously the segment worked out very well for him and WWE.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine. Drew Doshi, Pushfire Barry, old school. What's wrong with wrestling? The beaches. Come for the beaches and stay for the beaches.
That's golden.
Frazier and Edge fucking an alligator. Yeah. You want to see a dude
Money
fucking
plane.
alligator? Money plane.
It's the best plane.
And the Push Eric era. I don't remember that era.
That's still a thing.
You remember that era?
I think it's a shirt. I don't think it's
Yeah, it's like a joke.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point. It's a joke.
You're a joke.
You're
a hooker.
Your joke's a joke.
I'll push the beaches. That was an Eric joke. You came up with that joke.
It was.
The come for the beaches.
Come for the beaches and stay for the beaches.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Keith, first off, I just want to say thanks for all the great content coming out nonstop now. My commute has essentially become this podcast and hogwash through and through. Might be early, but could be fun. Also, try and prognosticate in a dollar bet. Who would you have winning the Rumble? Who would they face at Mania? And who do you think the other men's title match will be?
That's $3.
That's a lot of questions.
That's a lot of dollars.
Cody Cena.
Yeah.
For the other match. Punk wins.
Punk Seth Drew. I want it.
I mean, yeah, that'd be great.
I need it.
That'd be great, sure.
Punk in me.
Yeah, punk in me. Roddy Peeper. Why is there always conveniently placed tables with cables and pizza boxes and electric shit by the stage area? Why can't wrestlers just fall on the floor for once?
Because the crew is messy bitches.
Then they'll die.
Yeah, you can't
Right.
do the Falcon Arrow off, a 10-foot crate onto the floor.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, unless you're Lyra and Dakota, I guess.
Death.
Well, but they were...
I know.
Okay.
Jesus.
Another day to
I don't even care anymore.
go.
Same.
Everyone's feeling.
You want to do the fan question?
Yeah, I'll do
No,
it.
just kidding. One of these and one of those.
Wow.
You can't do it. You can't do it, you fucking Mark. You have your Mark report. All right.
I have everything else.
I have everything else. Had this discussion with a couple of friends. If you had to choose one person on the main roster to be your man crush, who will each of you choose individually? For me, I chose Drew McIntyre.
I also chose Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Drew McIncock.
It's probably Drew.
I chose him.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Libel Chief, of all things WWE could have done to suck off Netflix, they should have had Carry On Cross Carry On. Got
Yeah.
it. Promote the #1 Netflix movie of last year, Carry On. Hell of a flick, by the way. I recommend it. Carry on with the rest of the fan questions. So many puns.
Is that the that's the airport one, right?
What's that?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see
Yes,
that.
with Taron Egerton.
Right.
Also, he said 2 minutes after writing this, my phone's Netflix app asked me to leave a review for Carry On. Big Brother's watching.
Of course.
It's funny. Who's Moida?
Who's Moida?
What do you think the Mania match is for each of the following? Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns.
What does Kevin Owens do?
What?
Roman Reigns?
Guess who's back?
I'd be fine with that. Stone Cold again? Yeah.
Heel Kevin versus face Roman.
Oh, no. Yeah, Kevin Owens. That's a tough one.
Right.
That's terrible. He might
That's
be
a very
lost.
tough
I already said what I want.
I mean, he'll
for-
do something.
Right.
Of course.
We
But
want
Roman, if what we said so far, like, what does Roman do?
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock's the easy answer, but is that what's going to happen? Is The
Sure.
Rock available?
Right.
Is The Rock going to wrestle? You know?
Yeah. Rock and Roman versus Sammy and Kevin.
No.
No. Leprechondom. My question is for Joe, since he is the only smart one for liking The Fifth Element.
That's a different
Seems
podcast.
It seems like a hogwash question.
What was the rest of it?
What's it like having better taste than everyone else on the podcast by such a long shot?
Well, maybe Eric
It's
likes
tough.
Fifth Element.
I like Fifth Element.
We'll see. So
Yeah.
Eric likes Fifth Element too.
All right. Great. Dial 9 to bait Texas.
There you go.
I didn't get to post it last week, but 2 of my favorite moments that nobody mentioned are when you guys sang the Saudi version of Hogan's theme song.
Oh, yeah.
And when you played the clip of Josh messing up at his old radio job.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am a real Saudi Arabian.
the best.
Fight for the rights of Saudi Arabians. I am a real Saudi Arabian. Fight your wife. She's fighting for her life.
Take her life.
Yeah. Uncle Saudi, after watching WrestleMania from Monday Night Wars.
Uncle Saudi, so good.
This Undertaker guy seems pretty cool. What's your favorite time period of his?
Not Ministry of Darkness. That
What
was
about,
like
what about corporate ministry?
no.
What
I mean,
about
really just
Biker Taker?
No. Really, it's just like before the ministry,
Right.
like Attitude Era Taker, like
Yeah.
before he did the ministry.
I mean,
obviously
like,
did the ministry, you know, during the
97
Attitude
when
Era.
he's feuding with Shawn in Hell in a Cell.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
that time, and then like his run in the like from like 2000, I guess when he came back in 2004 as normal Taker. And then up until like, 2010 or whatever. when
Yeah.
He was fighting Shawn and
Right.
then
It was
a
Triple
good
H
run.
again at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Shawn's new run reinvigorated his run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop Culture Junkie, exactly how long into Raw are y'all? Netflix and chilling.
Exactly how long into Raw until y'all are Netflix?
Oh,
and
until
chilling?
y'all are
As
Netflix.
soon as Mommy comes out. And then I start chilling with
And
myself.
then Andrew comes out.
I'm chilling with myself.
Also, can we please hear Andrade doing quotes from The Sopranos? Bring out the gabagool.
Jesus Christopher.
Dave Stegon,
Not those fucking ducks. This is a face-to-face business. Bring back the ducks.
That's perfect.
oh my God.
It's a retirement community.
Yeah. Go ahead.
David Stegon, not a question as much as an idea. The first 2 in the Women's Royal Rumble should be a returning Charlotte and a returning Becky. Also, who do you guys have winning the Rumbles as of right
We
now?
just talked about that.
So we said Punk.
I still like.
Charlotte's winning. I've been saying it for a year.
Yeah, I mean, I like your idea of Charlotte and Becky eliminating
amazing.
at the same time.
We can't count on that though.
no, we can't.
So
Yes,
All
right.
I mean, if you had to pick one, Charlotte, fuck.
I guess. Yeah. P. Nuss Pump. Where do you see Penta in the next year? Mid card, tag division, main event picture, or catering?
Like this year or the next year?
In the
I guess
in the next year,
In
the
a
next 12
calendar
months.
year, yeah.
With
Mid-card.
Ray Phoenix.
Probably.
Yeah.
as tag champs.
I'd say mid card though, if he's if Ray doesn't come back
Right. Willie Fistergash. I'm still reeling from you ending the show saying someone was leaving 2 weeks ago. I lost sleep over it. Glad I was just.
You fucking mark!
Thank you.
I guess it was too real, Andrew. You fooled a lot of people.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Broke the fourth
I
wall.
apologize.
And the fifth one.
But no, in seriousness, someone is leaving soon.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Green Dad, you think it was a wise choice letting rambling Penta grab a mic for 5 minutes?
No.
Why no manager or mouthpiece for him?
Yeah, seriously.
It may have gone a
It was
little long,
alright,
but it wasn't
was long.
bad.
Yeah, it was long though.
Yeah. All right. Andy Piccone, Eric, Pushfire Barry, greatest moments of your life. Your wedding day, losing your virginity, and watching thousands of people boo Hulk Hogan. Oh, man. We're going to push booing Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're going to bury my cock. So losing my virginity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bury that cock.
Fire my wedding day.
All right.
Paul's like, great question.
There you have it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Those are the fan questions. That's all. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt or hat at prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. And we'll see you on patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling for the Monday Night War podcast and the AEW and NXT podcast. We've got another bonus podcast. I actually have a very exciting bracket that we're going to do from one of our fans.
Ooh.
Yes,
Brackets. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So
All right.
we'll see you over there. Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Boom.
What's wrong with wrestling?